been a whirlwind adventure. We've gone horseback riding. We went out with backcountry horsemen, and they packed us in, and that was really amazing, kind of seeing, you know, a different view of Red Mountain Wilderness, which I've already hiked before. From a little bit up higher up, you know, you really see the landscape in a different way, and you see it used in a different way.
Because there's a lot of different definitions of wilderness, you know, and to us it might mean one thing working for the Bureau of Land Management. For others it's something much different. You know, some people may look at wilderness and think, you know, that's a place where I can go and kind of look within, you know, or maybe it's someone that likes to go climb on the rock walls down here in southwestern Utah. Others like to go hunting, and some ride on horseback, you know, so there are very different, you know, perspectives out there, so we wanted to capture that. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the Wilderness Act and 5 years since the designation of these wilderness areas in Washington County. So, you know, this is our opportunity to come out and showcase those landscapes. And when it comes down to it, we realize that, you know, there is a fine line to walk when, you know, you're taking photos and shooting film and stuff in wilderness. So we try to keep everything educational and help people who haven't had an opportunity to get out here or might not have an opportunity to get out here to realize these, you know, intrinsic benefits of having wilderness.
That was, I don't even have a word for it. Beautiful, hot. It was hard. I think that was really not the best word, but really the word I'm trying to find. Well, I know I forgot my hat at home, so I have a burnt scalp, so I've been changing my part every day to try and mitigate that.
This is really my first true experience in wilderness, backpacking into wilderness. And you know, what hit me right off the bat was when you cross that wilderness boundary and you're so far away from town and it's just so beautiful. Everything slows down and you just really you know, listen to nature and look within and have that opportunity to decompress from your daily life.
And that's exactly what we did. We trudged through really deep sand for hours, and it really tested our abilities, and it was really quite amazing. But really what you can do is really what came out of this trip, I think. I think when you go out on your own and you kind of get over that fear of what might be around you and start thinking about what really matters to you, I guess. Where is your brain taking you? What are your thoughts going through your mind? You know, you don't really have time usually to take a pause and a break in your life and think about what is important. $2.5 gallons per person per day is a safe bet if you're going to wash your hands and cook with it and everything, you know. And I was like, 2.5 gallons, and so then we were doing the math. We're like 15 gallons for 3 people, and of course my 2 other adventure crew mates were just like, no way, that's way too much. And I was like, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I packed in 5 gallons on horseback, thankfully. But once we were out there and we saw the water bottles, you know, lined up, and we're just like, there's no way we're going through this. This is insane, you know. By the second day or second morning, we're looking at them, they're all empty. We're kind of just looking for the last drop, you know, where is it?
We spent the first couple days of our trip in Red Mountain Wilderness, and really enjoyed that, but it was really hot. It was 100 plus, and to then come down here to Beaver Dam Mountain Wilderness and have the Virgin River flowing through, it was a refreshing, you know, retreat from the heat to be able to step into the water.
Sat down by the river and started listening to, you know, the sounds around us, because we'd seen a lot of birds flying around and everything. And as soon as the sun went down, all of a sudden we had an orchestra of frogs just blare up. You're never completely disconnected, I guess, from civilization, and wilderness really provides that for you. You know, you really can start picking up on these small sounds. The frogs may not be the small sound that you hear, but you might hear a little rustle or a little squeak, you know, and then you stop in your tracks and you kind of look for it, and you have time to do that. And it's, I guess that's wilderness. Period. Exclamation point.
You know, one takeaway for me was a surprising takeaway. Not only is it beautiful out here, like most of southern Utah is, it's you know, it's an opportunity to get to know the people you come out here with, and that's personal to me. You know, it builds relationships. You know, so grab a friend and go outside and, you know, see what the natural world has to offer. The fact that St. George and the community down here in Washington County have so many opportunities to experience the great outdoors in such a primitive way is, to me, mind-boggling. And I think that that's something that everyone should, you know, hold high and, you know, be proud of, that they have those.